Okay, good evening everyone and welcome to another Saturday night lockdown pub quiz. Hope everyone is doing really well tonight and you've all had a really good week this week. As we're entering into spring, everything seems to be a lot better, I think. Hopefully you're all doing really well. I've put another link to the picture round, which is Name Those Train Stations. You've had it up for the last 10-15 minutes before the quiz has started. But I've put another link in the live chat and I will try and update the link into the description in the file. But again, it's Name Those Train Stations. So you've had 10-15 minutes to try and name those train stations, see how you can do. As usual, we will be marking those at the end of the quiz, so you've got the entire quiz in which to go through the name those UK train stations. Just before we make a start on the quiz, as usual, we'll go through some of the admin parts. So hopefully it should be pretty easy to follow. We'll be starting in just a moment, and so all you need is your pen and paper, and you've hopefully already got your team together. So teams obviously can be of any size, and hopefully you've got whether you're doing it with your team members sort of with you, or whether you're doing it via video call, Zoom, etc., Skype, that would be great. There will be 5 rounds plus a picture round. So the link obviously to the picture round, the link to the proper picture round is in the live chat, and obviously you've just seen it. Will be after each round, we will be doing the marking. So again, each team will mark their own, and so it's we trust you all, and as we've been doing it for a long time, I think we all trust each other. After we've done the round marking, in the YouTube description there will be a link to the Google form where you can enter your scores. Again, if you want, please keep if you played in the past, please keep your team name. If you want a chance to win this bad boy, the Pete Trophy, which so far has names of our first week's winners, which were Jeremy Corvid and COVID C Words, and the Crapos in the second week. So if you want your name on that trophy, then keep your name. So we'll take a break after the third round for 10 minutes or so, and then we'll do the second half. So I think that's pretty much it. If there's anything else, again, if you want any questions repeated, I will obviously repeat the questions sort of twice. If there are any questions that you want repeated, please put them in the live chat on YouTube. If you happen to live with me, please do not run up the stairs and knock on my door. So yeah, and again, anything you want to say, any kind of comment about the beard, about the hair, bung it in the live chat. Let's have a good evening. It's Saturday night, so let's have some fun. So if everyone's ready, we'll get on and we'll start the quiz. And as usual, round 1 will be general knowledge. So, question number 1 in round 1 general knowledge. Which boy band did Girls Aloud beat in the final of Popstars The Rivals in 2002? So that's question number 1 again. Which boy band did Girls Aloud beat in the final of Popstars The Rivals in 2002? Question number 2. In what year did Elvis die? And that's Elvis Presley. Thank you, Josh. This week, the look I've been going for is, again, Lawrence Luhan Bowen. Last week, it was, according to some, Confederate soldiers from the 1860s. So, excuse me. Question number 2. What year did Elvis Presley die? Question number 3. The musical A West Side Story is based on which Shakespeare play? So that's question number 3. The musical A West Side Story is based on which Shakespeare play? Darko in the live chat's going, well, I'm presuming he's saying Elvis, Ben. Yeah, I could probably get a nice quiff going on. Question number 4 in general knowledge. Jack Daniel's American whiskey is produced in Lynchburg in which US state? So that's question number 4 again. Jack Daniel's American whiskey is produced in Lynchburg in which US state? Question number 5. In The Lion King, what kind of animal is Timon? So that's question number 5 again. In The Lion King, what kind of animal is Timon? Question number 6 in general knowledge. Mary Ann Evans wrote under which name? So that's question number 6 again. Mary Ann Evans wrote under which name? Question number 7. Which English county cricket team play at Chester-le-Street? So that's question number 7 again. Which English county cricket team play at Chester-le-Street? Question number 8. Ballyfatton is a variety of what? So that's question number 8. Ballyfatton is a variety of what? Question number 9 in general knowledge. Who famously said, "I have a dream"? So question number 9 again. Who famously said, "I have a dream"? And finally, in round 1 general knowledge, question number 10. In the film Forrest Gump, what was the first name of Forrest's platoon leader during the Vietnam War who was rescued without his permission? That's question number 10 again. In the film Forrest Gump, what was the first name of Forrest's platoon leader during the Vietnam War who was rescued against his will by Forrest? I just need the first name. Okay guys, so that's the end of round number 1 general knowledge. I will give you just a moment just to go through your answers. If there are any questions that you do want repeated, bung them in the live chat on YouTube and I will repeat them. I'll give you a moment because obviously there is a little bit of a delay between me speaking the questions and you hearing them. So I'll just give you a moment and then we'll go through the answers together. Okay, so if everyone's ready, we'll go through the answers for round number 1, general knowledge. Question number 1 was... Oh, we just got a quick request for 1 and 2 again. So before we go through the answers, we'll go through question 1 and number 2 again. So question number 1 was, which boy band did Girls Aloud beat in the final of Popstars The Rivals in 2002? Question number 2 was, in what year did Elvis Presley die? So that's question number 1 again. Which boy band did Girls Aloud beat in the final of Popstars The Rivals in 2002? And question number 2 was, in what year did Elvis Presley die? So we'll just give just a moment for those guys to have a think on those ones. And again, like I said before, if there's any questions, any comments, any suggestions that you want to make, bung them in the live chat so everyone can see. But we'll just give it a few more seconds before we go through the answers for round number 1, general knowledge. Okay, so the answers in round 1, general knowledge. Question number 1 was, which boy band did Girls Aloud beat in the final of Popstars The Rivals in 2002? It was One True Voice. Question number 2 was, in which year did Elvis Presley die? Supposedly. It was 1977. So the answer to question number 2 is 1977. Question number 3 was, the musical West Side Story is based on which Shakespearean play? It's Romeo and Juliet. Question number 4. Jack Daniel's American whiskey is produced in Lynchburg in which US state? It's Tennessee. And I think Lynchburg is actually a dry county in Tennessee. So you can't actually buy Jack Daniel's or drink Jack Daniel's in Lynchburg. Question number 5. In The Lion King, what kind of animal is Timon? It's a meerkat. He's a meerkat. Question number 6. Mary Ann Evans wrote under which name? It was George Eliot. So the answer to question number 6 is George Eliot. Question number 7. Which English county cricket team play at Chester Street? It's Durham. So the answer to question number 7 is Durham. Question number 8, and I hope one of our teams, hopefully they're playing tonight, hopefully they've got it. Ballyfatton is a variety of what? It's potato. So the answer to question number 8 is potato. Hopefully Spuds have got that. Question number 9. Oh, my answer hasn't been coming through. Question number 9. Who famously said, I have a dream? It was Martin Luther King Jr. So Martin Luther King Jr. I will accept Martin Luther King. And finally, question number 10. In the film Forrest Gump, what was the first name of Forrest's platoon leader during the Vietnam War who was rescued by Forrest against his will? It was Lieutenant Dan. So Dan is the answer to question number 10. The answers didn't pop up on screen for a moment, so I will leave them up for just a little bit longer, just so that you can go through all of the answers for round 1, general knowledge. So again, as usual, if you want to total up your answers there and head on over to the Google form, we'll see how everyone is doing. Oh, I'm just checking an answer that I've okay, good spot. Ballyfatton. So the answer for question number 8, which was potato, actually, I've just double checked, it was apple. So if you've put apple down, correct. If you've put potato down, incorrect. My mistake on that one. Apologies. So if you want to head to the Google form, okay, so we've got quite a few teams coming through so far. Correct, I did, Darko, I did mistranslate potato into apple, but the answer to question number 8 was apple. Okay, so I think we've got pretty much everyone through. Okay, so if we'll go on to our leaderboard and go through the top 10, there are a few, obviously there's a few more teams this week, so if your name isn't repeated, it's not because you haven't been forgotten, it's because we've got a few more teams in the top 10. So we'll go through the top 10 this week to see, after round number 1, general knowledge, how everyone is doing. In equal 9th place with 6 points, we've got the Biggles Boys and Big Fat Hunts. In equal 4th place, we've got a few with 7 points. We've got Three Leaf Clover, Jeremy Corvid, Holston Hustlers, Spuds and the Misfits, all with 7 points. In 3rd place with 8 points, we've got the COVID C Words. And in 2nd place with 9 points, we've got Wuhan Clan, 1 point ahead of them. In 1st place, last week's winners, the Crapos, with 10 points. Well done, the Crapos. Okay, so round number 2 this week will be, again, one of our specialised rounds. And this week, it will be related to the national holiday of Wales, which is occurring obviously on Monday, the 1st of March, St. David's Day. So all of our questions in round number 2 will be based on Wales. Okay, so again, as I said, this week round number 2 is all based on Wales, and luckily we won't be mentioning, well, we won't say, if you've been watching the rugby earlier on today, what was the score between England and Wales. So these are all questions based on the Principality of Wales. Question number 1. What is the highest mountain in Wales? So that's question number 1 again. What is the highest mountain in Wales? Question number 2. Wales hosted the Ryder Cup in 2010. The matches took place at which course? So that's question number 2 again. Wales hosted the Ryder Cup in 2010. The matches took place on which course? Question number 3. How many colours are there on the Welsh flag? So that's question number 3 again. How many colours are there on the Welsh flag? Question number 4. What is the name of the river that flows through Cardiff? That's question number 4. What is the name of the river that flows through Cardiff? Question number 5. What has a buck rarebit got that Welsh rarebit hasn't? So that's question number 5 again. What has Buck Rarebit got that Welsh Rarebit hasn't? Question number 6 in Wales. How many castles are there in Wales? Is it 378, 641 or 927? So question number 6 again, how many castles are there in Wales? Is it either 378, 641 or 927? Question number 7. Which actor from Porth Talbot won an Oscar for his portrayal of serial killer Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs? That's question number 7 again. Which actor from Porth Talbot won an Oscar for his portrayal of serial killer Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs? Question number 8. Who starred as the outlaw Josie Wales in 1976? So that's question number 8 again. Who starred as the outlaw Josie Wales in 1976? Question number 9 in round 2 Wales. What is the name of the 182-mile long earthwork which once marked the boundary between England and Wales? So that's question number 9 again. What is the name of the 182-mile long earthwork which once marked the boundary between England and Wales? And finally, in round number 2, Wales, question number 10. Which king had been Prince of Wales for 60 years before his coronation? So that's question number 10 again. Which king had been Prince of Wales for 60 years before his coronation? Okay guys, so that's the end of round number 2. All your questions about Wales ahead of St. David's Day on March the 1st on Monday. If there's any questions that you want repeated, bung them in the live chat and I will repeat them. And we'll give you just a moment just to go through your answers and then we'll go through the answers together. Okay, so if everyone is ready, we'll go through the answers for round number 2, which was Wales. Question number 1 was, what is the highest mountain in Wales? It is Mount Snowdon. So the answer to question number 1 is Mount Snowdon. Question number 2, Wales hosted the Ryder Cup in 2010. The matches took place on which course? It was Celtic Manor. So the answer to question number 2 is Celtic Manor. Question number 3. How many colours are there on the Welsh flag? Well, again, if you've been watching rugby today, you probably would have guessed that. Hopefully, it's actually 4. 4. So, red, white, green, and black. So it's 4 colours. Obviously, the dragon is outlined in black. Question number 4 is, what is the name of the river that flows through Cardiff? It's the River Taff. So the answer to question number 4 is the River Taff. Question number 5. What has Buck Rarebit got that Welsh Rarebit hasn't? It's a poached egg. So the answer to question number 5 is a poached egg. Question number 6. How many castles are there in Wales? I gave you the options of 378, 641 or 927. The answer is 641. Question number 7, hopefully a bit of an easy one. Which actor from Prof Talbot won an Oscar for his portrayal of serial killer Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs? It was Sir Anthony Hopkins. So the answer to question number 7, Sir Anthony Hopkins. Question number 8. Who starred as the outlaw Josie Wales in the 1976 film? It was Clint Eastwood. So the answer to question number 8 is Clint Eastwood. Question number 9. What is the name of the 182-mile long earthwork which once marked the boundary between England and Wales? It's Offa's Dyke. So the answer to question number 9 is Offa's Dyke. And finally, in round number 2, Wales, question number 10 was, which king had been Prince of Wales for 60 years before his coronation? It was King Edward VII. And obviously I will need his number. So King Edward VII is the answer to question number 10 in round number 2, Wales. Okay guys, so again, if you want to head on over to the Google form, enter your scores in. Again, if you can, keep your same team name, that would be excellent. And we'll see how everyone's doing. Okay, so we've got some scores coming through. Okay, so we've got just a few more teams to come on through, waiting on the Holston Hustlers. Okay, let's see if we've got everyone through just yet. I think we're just waiting on Wuhan Clan. So Wuhan Clan, if you're out there, get your scores in. Okay, well, I think we're just missing Wuhan Clan at the moment. So we'll see if their score does come through shortly. I know they are playing tonight, so we'll wait on that. But we'll go through the leaderboard as it stands. Obviously, Liz doesn't have Wuhan Clan at the moment. They may have dropped out, in which case, bad luck to them. So we'll take a look at our leaderboard as it stands at the moment. In 10th place with 10 points, we've got the Nashes. In 9th place with 11 points, team I'm sure which is familiar to them, we've got Three Leaf Clover. In equal 7th place with 12 points, we've got Big Fat Hunt and Biggles Boys with 12 points. In 6th place with 13 points, we've got the Misfits. In 5th place with 14 points, we've got the COVID C Words. In equal 3rd place, we've got Spuds and Jeremy Corvid with 15 points. 1 point ahead of them. In 2nd place, we've got Holston Hustlers with 16 points. And in 1st place, we've got the Crappos. And Wuhan Clan are having an issue, clearly because they've just entered their scores twice. We'll see how they're doing now. Their scores have just come in. It wasn't brilliant. So in equal 2nd place with 16 points, we've got the Holston Hustlers and Wuhan Clan. Okay guys, so after round number 2, Crappos are in the lead with 18 points. We're going on to round number 3 this week. After this round, obviously, we'll take a break for 10-15 minutes and we will put up the pitch round, which again is Name Those UK Train Stations. I'm sure you're obviously all familiar with those train stations. But this week, round number 3, before we head into our halftime break, is going to be TV and movies. So question number 1 in round number 3, TV and movies. Question number 1. The first episode of Downton Abbey begins on the same day as which real historical event? So that's question number 1 again. The first episode of Downton Abbey begins on the same day as which real historic event? Question number 2. For what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director? In answer to the request on the live chat regarding can you add the good eggs to the leaderboard, yes, I will add the good eggs to the leaderboard once you get in the top 10. Question number 2. For what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director? Unfortunately, we've got a few more teams than 10. I think probably there may be some joint positions at the bottom, but it's only showing the top 10 at the moment, and there may be some alphabetical issues. But I will try and put up all the scores at the end. So, question number 3: which TV comedy character had the catchphrase "What you talking about, Willis?" I just need their first name. So that's question number 3 again. Which TV comedy character had the catchphrase "What you talking about, Willis?" And we just need their first name. Question number 4. Before Meghan Markle became Duchess of Sussex, which US TV legal drama did she star in? Oh, bollocks. So that's question number 4 again. Before Meghan Markle became the Duchess of Sussex, which US TV legal drama did she star in? Question number 5. How many sequels are there to the original Jaws film? So that's question number 5 again. How many sequels are there to the original Jaws? Question number 6. Which film won four awards at the 2020 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director? So that's question number 6 again. Which film won 4 awards at the 2020 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director? Question number 7. Which 1978 horror film takes place on Summer Isle, a fictional island in the Hebrides? So that's question number 7 again. Which 1978 horror film takes place on Summer Isle, a fictional island in the Hebrides? Question number 8. Which BBC teen drama did Anthony McPartlin and Declan Donnelly get their big break on? So that's question number 8 again. Which BBC teen drama did Anthony McPartlin and Declan Donnelly get their big break on? Question number 9 in round number 3, TV and movies. Who was the Prime Minister in Love Actually? Who played the Prime Minister in Love Actually? So that's question number 9 again. Who played the Prime Minister in Love Actually? And finally, in round number 3, TV and movies, question number 10. What is the name of Jack Sparrow's ship? So that's question number 10 again. What is the name of Jack Sparrow's ship? Okay guys, so that's the end of round number 3, TV and films. If you just want to take a moment just to go through your answers, if there's any questions that you want repeated, bung them in the live chat on YouTube and I will repeat them. I'll give you a moment and then we'll go through the answers together. Okay, so if everyone's ready, we'll go through the answers for round number 3, TV and movies. Question number 1 was the first episode of... Oh, we just had a request. Can we have the question 6 again? Of course. Question number 6 was, and this isn't, obviously I won't read out the answer, this is a repeat question. Which film won 4 awards at this year's Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director? That's question number 6. Which film won 4 awards at this year's Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director? I'll just give, obviously the team that requested, just a few moments before we go through the answers for round number 3, TV and movies. So, again, if everyone's ready, we'll go through the answers. Round number 3, TV and movies. Question number 1 was, the first episode of Downton Abbey begins on the same day as which real historic event? It was the sinking of the Titanic. Question number 2, for what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director? It was Schindler's List. So the answer to number 2 is Schindler's List. Question number 3, which TV comedy character has the catchphrase, "What you talking about, Willis?" It was Arnold from Different Strokes. So Arnold from Different Strokes, or just Arnold, is the answer for question number 3. Question number 4, before Meghan Markle became the Duchess of Sussex, which US TV legal drama did she star in? Well, it was Suits. Never watched it. I believe it was on Dave. Question number 5, how many sequels are there to the original Jaws? 3. There are 3 sequels: Jaws 2, Jaws 3D and Jaws for Revenge. Question number 6, which film won 4 awards at the 2020 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director? It was Parasite. So Parasite is the answer to question number 6. Question number 7. The 1973 horror film takes place... which 1973 horror film takes place on Summer Isle, a fictional island in the Hebrides? It was The Wicker Man. So the answer to question number 7 is The Wicker Man. Question number 8. Which BBC teen drama did Anthony McPartlin and Declan Donnelly get their big break on? It was Baker Grove, or just Baker Grove. Question number 8. Who played the Prime Minister in Love Actually? It was Hugh Grant. So the answer to question number 9 is Hugh Grant. And finally, in round number 3, TV and movies, what is the name of Jack Sparrow's ship? It's the Black Pearl. So the answer to question number 10 is the Black Pearl. Okay guys, so again, if you want to head on over to Google form, enter in your team name, enter in your score. We'll see how everyone's doing at half time. And as I said, we will take a break, 10-15 minute break. It's coming up to just 5 minutes past, so we'll come back at probably 20 past 9. I will put back up the pitch round, which is named those UK train stations. I'm sure you're all loving those. Dead easy. for some of you. Okay, so we've got some scores coming through. And we'll see how everyone's doing. Okay, let's take a look, see if we've got everyone through. Which I think we have. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so we've got all of our team scores coming through at the moment. So we'll take a look at our leaderboard before we go into our halftime break. And again, this is just our top 10. We've got 12 teams playing tonight, so we've got a couple of teams which unfortunately will be missing off this scoreboard. But again, I will try, it's certainly at the end, to make sure that everyone gets their scores. Okay, so in 10th place tonight with 17 points, we've got the Good Eggs. In 9th place with 19 points, we've got the Big Fat Hunts. In 8th place, 1 point ahead with 20 points, we've got the Biggles Boys. In 7th place with 21 points, we've got the Misfits. In 6th place with 22 points, we've got Spuds. In 5th place with 23 points, we've got the COVID C words. In 3rd place, equal 3rd place with 24 points, we've got Jeremy Corvid and the Holston Hustlers with 24 points. 1 point ahead of them, we've got Wuhan Clan with 25 points. And opening up a bit of a gap in 1st place with 28 points, we've got the Crapos. Well done, guys. They won last week. Are they going to win this week? Okay, so we're going to take a break now. It's coming up 10 past. We'll take a break. We'll come back 10-15 minutes, so 25 past 9 for round number 2. I'll put back up on screen the pitch round so you guys can take a look at those UK train stations, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. See how you're doing on that one, and then we'll come back for round number 4 and 5 in 10-15 minutes time. Okay, how is everyone doing in the picture rounds? Hopefully, again, you all know your train stations. Question from Sam in terms of picture behind me. I assume, again, they are train stations actually, but not train stations which are in the picture round. They've just curled up. So we'll give everyone just a few more moments just to get settled back in. And then we'll go on to round number 4, which this week will be science. And again, as usual, if you like the quiz this week, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button so that, again, you get regular notifications in terms of when we're doing the quiz. Obviously, we've set up a Facebook page as well, which a lot of you are members, or if any of you want to be members, let us know in the live chat. We'll send the link. And that's where I put all the nerdy little sort of scores afterwards. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, head on over to the Facebook group page. And also, again, share if you're finding this fun, if you want more people involved. When we send out sort of the links to the weekly sort of quiz, share amongst friends, family, etc. So if everyone's ready, we'll go on to round number 4 this week, which will be science. So question number 1. Which brothers invented the aeroplane? I just need their family surname. So question number 1 again, which brothers invented the aeroplane? As per Sam's question or Sam's comment in the live chat, give you guys a bit of a hint, Digby and Soughton is not one of the train stations. Question number 2. Bronze is an alloy of which 2 metals? So that's question number 2 again. Bronze is an alloy of which 2 metals? Question number 3. What is made by white blood cells to help fight off infection? So question number 3 again is, what is made by white blood cells to help fight off infection? Question number 4. Which planet has the most moons? So that's question number 4 again. Which planet has the most moons? Question number 5. If you get scurvy, what vitamin are you deficient in? So that's question number 5 again. If you get scurvy, what vitamin are you deficient in? Question number 6 in round 4 science. At what temperature are Celsius and Fahrenheit equal? So that's question number 6 again. At what temperature are Celsius and Fahrenheit equal? And yes, Renata, on the live chat, I will repeat question number 1 at the end. So we'll go through the questions and I will repeat before I go through the answers. Question number 7. What disease can you get from ticks? So that's question number 7 again. What disease can you get from ticks? Question number 8. Which type of animal is a barramundi? That's question number 8 again. What type of animal or creature is a barramundi? Question number 9. Who wrote A Brief History of Time? So question number 9 again. Who wrote A Brief History of Time? And finally, in round number 4, science, question number 10. Which Apollo moon mission was the first to carry a lunar rover? So that's question number 10 again in round number 4, science. Which Apollo moon mission was the first to carry a lunar rover? Okay guys, so that's the end of round number 4. Science. Again, if you want any questions repeated, bung them in the live chat. And I've just realised I've just been informed there's a note behind me. But again, if you want any questions repeated, I will repeat them. We've had a request for question number 1 to be repeated. So question number 1 was, which brothers invented the aeroplane? So question number 1 was, which brothers invented the aeroplane? Hi Shaz, apparently not here, downstairs. So again, if there's any questions that you guys want repeating, bung them in for live chat and I will repeat them. So if there are no questions, we'll head on to the answers for round number 4, science. Unfortunately, Josh, no one wants to see Shaz, so she will be best left as a mystery person. Okay, round number 4, the answers to science. Question number 1 was, which brothers invented the aeroplane? It was the Wright brothers. So the answer to question number 1, the Wright brothers. Question number 2. Bronze is an alloy of which two metals? It's tin and copper. Tin and copper. Question number 3. What is made by white blood cells to help fight off infections? It's antibodies. So the answer to question number 3 is antibodies. Question number 4. Which planet has the most moons? It's Jupiter. So the answer to question number 4 is Jupiter. Question number 5. If you get scurvy, what vitamin are you deficient in? It's vitamin C. So the answer to question number 5, it's vitamin C. Question number 6. At what temperature are Celsius and Fahrenheit equal? It's -40. So the answer to question number 6 is -40. Question number 7. What disease can you get from ticks? It's the Shaz disease. No, it's the Lyme disease. She's not making an appearance, by the way. No matter what you say in the live chat, fuck off. Question number 8. What type of animal is a barramundi? It's a fish or creature. So the answer to question number 8 is a fish. Question number 9. Who wrote A Brief History of Time? It was Professor Stephen Hawking. So Stephen Hawking is the answer to question number 9. And question number 10. Which Apollo moon mission was the first to carry a lunar rover? It was Apollo 15. So the answer to question number 10, Apollo 15. Okay guys, so those are your answers for round number 4, which was science. And again, if you just want to take your time just to total up your scores, head on over to the Google form, enter your scores in, and we'll see how everyone's doing. Okay, so we've got our scores coming through. I think we're just waiting for one more team. So I think we're just waiting for the Biggles boys. So we'll just give them just a moment just to come through. And then we'll go through the top 10. And we've got our Beagles boys. Okay, so we'll take a look at our top 10 after round 4, science. Okay, so in 10th place with 25 points tonight, we've got the 3-leaf clover. In 9th place with 27 points, we've got the Biggles Boys. In 8th place with 28 points, we've got Big Fat Hunts. In equal 6th place, we've got the Misfits and Spuds with 30 points. In equal 4th place, we've got the Holes and Hustlers and COVID C-Words. A little bit of competition between the two with 32 points. In equal 2nd place, we've got Jeremy Corvid and Wuhan Clan with 34 points. And still out in the front with 37 points, we've got the Crappos. So, well done Crappos, you're taking the lead into round number 5, which this week will be music. Okay, so round number 5 this week is all about music. Okay, so question number 1 this week in round number 5, music. Finish this David Bowie lyric. Let's dance, put on your red shoes and blank, blank, blank. That wasn't the actual lyrics, but fill in the blanks. So that's question number 1. Finish the David Bowie lyric. Let's dance, put on your red shoes and blank, blank, blank. Unfortunately, Good Eggs, I think you've just gone outside of the top 10, hence why you're not being shown on the leaderboard. Question number 2. Which city were the bands Arctic Monkeys, Pulp and the Human League formed in? So that's question number 2 again. Which city were the bands the Arctic Monkeys, Pulp and the Human League formed in? Question number 3. What is the name of Amy Winehouse's debut album? So that's question number 3 again. What is the name of Amy Winehouse's debut album? Question number 4. Which acclaimed Scottish band takes their name from a French children's TV programme? So that's question number 4. Which acclaimed Scottish band takes their name from a French children's TV programme? Question number 5. In music, which singer-songwriter had studio albums titled Hejira, Ladies of a Canyon and Blue? So that's question number 5. Which singer-songwriter had studio albums titled Hejira, Ladies of a Canyon and Blue? Question number 6. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Are the opening lines of which 1965 song? So that's question number 6 again. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Are the opening lines of which 1965 song? Question number 7. In music, what was the name of Madonna's first studio album released in 1983? So that's question number 7 again. What was the name of Madonna's first studio album released in 1983? Question number 8. Crazy in Love was the first solo number 1 for which singer? So that's question number 8 again. Crazy in Love was the first solo number 1 for which singer? Question number 9 in round number 5, music. Which dance craze was popularised by the Spanish duo Los Del Rios in 1996? So that's question number 9 again. Which dance craze was popularised by the Spanish duo Los Del Rios in 1996? And finally, in round number 5, question number 10, Roger Taylor is the drummer for which band? So that's question number 10 again. Roger Taylor is the drummer in which band? Okay guys, so that's the end of round number 5, music. Again, if you want any questions repeated, please put them in live chat in YouTube and I will repeat those questions. I'll give you guys a moment just to go through them and then we'll go through the answers together. Okay, so if everyone's ready, we've just had a request for question number 9, so we'll just do that before we go through the answers. Question number 9 was, which dance craze was popularised by the Spanish duo Los Del Rio, in 1996? So that's question number 9 again. Which dance craze was popularised by Spanish duo Los Del Rio in 1996? We'll just give a moment for those guys just to put their thinking caps on for question number 9, and then we'll go through the answers together for round number 5, music. And request for question number 1 to be repeated. Finish this David Bowie lyric. So finish this David Bowie lyric. Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and blank, blank, blank. So question number 1 again was finish this David Bowie lyric. Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and blank, blank, blank. Okay, so we'll just give just a moment for those guys who've requested repeated questions, just have a think, and then we'll go through the answers for round number 5, music. So question number 1 was, again, as I've just said, finish this David Bowie lyric, let's dance, put on your red shoes and blank, blank, blank. What were the blanks? It was Dance for Blues. So it was Dance for Blues to finish those lyrics. Question number 2. Which city were the bands Arctic Monkeys, Pulp and the Human League formed in? They were formed in the city of Sheffield. So the answer to question number 2, it's Sheffield. Question number 3. What is the name of Amy Winehouse's debut album? It was Frank. So the answer was Frank. Question number 4. Which acclaimed Scottish band takes their name from a French children's TV programme? It was Belle and Sebastian. So the answer to question number 4 is Belle and Sebastian. Question number 5. Which singer-songwriter had studio albums titled Hijira, Ladies of the Canyon and Blue? It was Joni Mitchell. So the answer to question number 5 is Joni Mitchell. Question number 6. Hello darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Are the opening lines of which 1965 song? It was The Sound of Silence, which was also by Simon and Garfunkel. So The Sound of Silence is all that you need. You don't need the artists. But it was by Simon and Garfunkel. Question number 7. What was the name of Madonna's first studio album released in 1983? It was Madonna. So if you put Madonna down for question number 7, give yourself a point. The answer to number 7 is Madonna. Question number 8. Crazy in Love was the first solo number 1 for which singer? It was Beyonce. So the answer to question number 8 is Beyonce. Question number 9. Which dance craze was popularised by the Spanish duo Los Del Rio in 1996? It was the Macarena. The Macarena. So the answer to number 9 is the Macarena. I won't do that dance, by the way. Was it something like that? Yeah. Question number 10. Roger Taylor is the drummer in which band? The band is called Queen. So the answer to question number 10 is Queen. Okay guys, so those are your answers for round number 5 music. If you again want to total those scores up, head on over to the Google form, enter your scores in. We'll see how everyone's doing. Okay, so our scores are starting to come through. Okay, most of the scores I think are through. I think we're just waiting for one more team. And we got them through. Well done, Fact Hunt. Okay, so we've got everyone through. We'll see how everyone's doing. We'll check the leaderboard before we go into our scores for, or our answers for the pitch round, which could be decisive this week. Okay, so let's have a look, and this is just our top 10. So if your name doesn't appear in the top 10, unfortunately, well, you're not in the top 10. That's pretty much as simple as it gets. So in 10th place this week with 31 points after round number 5, it's The Good Eggs. In 9th place with 35 points, we've got The Big Fat Hunt. In equal 7th place, we've got The Misfits and Biggles Boys with 37 points. In 6th place with 38 points, we've got Spuds. In 5th place with 39 points is The Holston Hustlers. In 4th place this week with 40 points, we've got The COVID C Word. In 3rd place with 42 points. We've got Wuhan Clan in second place, 1 point ahead. We've got Jeremy Corvid with 43 points. And in first place, taking the lead into the final round with 45 points, we've got Crapose. Okay, guys, so still pretty close. Okay, so in 1 second. Oh, crap. Well done, Josh. I completely put the wrong answer. Again, unfortunately, second wrong answer. My apologies. And normally I don't accept this, but if I got it completely wrong, I will accept it. Roger Taylor. Who was I thinking of when I put Queen down? Roger Taylor is a drummer in which band? I gave the answer of Queen. It should have been Duran Duran. So apologies for that. If you put Duran Duran, I'm trying to work out how I'm going to do this. If you put Duran Duran, give yourself a point on the next round. So, and if you put Queen, take a point off. We'll try and work it out. Let's be honest with each other. There was a mistake made. Corrected. Roger Taylor was the drummer for Duran Duran. Not, who was I thinking of when I put that down? I should have probably checked that. Anywho, we'll come to the answers for the picture round. Okay, so okay, I was okay. I was. It's both. Yeah. So if you put Duran Duran, I knew that. Yeah, Roger Taylor was Queen. If you put Duran Duran, though, slightly misleading question. You can give yourself a point in the next round. Okay. Right, I think that's settled it. Hopefully that's just the fact hunts which are complaining that went with the Duran Duran option, not the Queen option. We'll go into the picture round, which obviously I'm sure you guys had a lot of fun on, which was named those. I'm not talking about Roger Taylor or anything along those lines. Let's just draw a line under the whole drummer Roger Taylor thing, and I'll never use that question again. Let's go to the answers for the picture round, which was UK train stations, which I know you guys had a lot of fun with, and I'm pretty sure we're looking for a perfect round this week. So this week we've got in our picture round UK train stations. And I'm sure a lot of you have been to these train stations, so maybe when you hear the answers, they'll be pretty obvious to you all. Okay, so pitch number 1 was... Oh. That was me looking up Roger Taylor, by the way. So, picture number 1 was King's Cross, London. Picture number 2, it was Waterloo. I think there may have been a bit of a hint. Picture number 3, it was Victoria Station in London. Picture number 4, it was Lime Street Station in Liverpool. Pitch number 5, it's Temple Meads in Bristol. Pitch number 6, that's Paddington Station in London. Pitch number 7, it's Birmingham New Street, surprisingly in Birmingham. Pitch number 8, well, that was Cardiff Central in Cardiff. Pitch number 9, that's Liverpool Street, London. And finally, pitch number 10, it's Manchester Piccadilly, Manchester. I've got a dispute on pitch number 1 saying St Pancras. The answer I've got is King's Cross in London. So that's what I've got. And on the picture I took it from. So the answer that I've got is King's Cross. So guys, if you want to go through your scores and total them up and go through the Google form and enter in your scores, we'll see who the winners are for this week. Okay, so we've got some scores coming through. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad on this one. It was always going to be a bit of a difficult one. So we're just waiting for just a few more teams to come through. Okay, so let's just make sure we've got everyone through. Okay, so we've got everyone through this week. And again, before we go through the full leaderboard, again, thank you for everyone taking part this week. As usual, hopefully you've all had a really good time, or a good time sort of playing this week. Like I said sort of before, if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, on Facebook, follow the group that we've got, and if there's any kind of friends or family that you think might be interested, we'll carry on, obviously, like I said sort of before, doing this over the course of the next however long this lasts for. So yeah, pretty much share, enjoy, and but I think the main thing now is to see how everyone has done. And as I said, I think that pitch around might have put some spanners in the works, so to speak. Okay. Okay, so I think we've got everyone in. We had 12 teams playing tonight. So again, thank you everyone for taking part tonight. In 12th place tonight with 32 points, we've got the Nashes. In 11th place tonight with 35 points, we've got Three Leaf Clover. In 10th place tonight with 36 points, we've got the Good Eggs. In 9th place tonight, 1 point ahead, we've got the Big Fat Hunts. In 8th place tonight with 42 points, we've got the Misfits. In 6th place, equal 6th place, we've got Spuds and the Biggles Boys with 44 points. In 5th place, we've got the Holston Hustlers with 45 points. In equal 3rd place, they were equal in our first week when we restarted the quiz in first place. It's Jeremy Corvid and the COVID C words, which means in second or in equal first place with 51 points, we've got the Crappos and Wuhan Clan. Well done, guys. You get your names on the trophy. The Crappos and Wuhan Clan are our winners for this week. Congratulations, guys. Round of applause. And again, as I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, had a good time, and yeah, like I said, it's a few questions come through. Again, train stations. Hey, if you're complaining over the train stations, then obviously you probably need to spend some more time if you know those train stations that well. But again, thank you very much everyone for taking part tonight. Like I said, hopefully you've all really enjoyed it, had a good time. Like I said, like, share the quiz. We'll carry on doing it as long as we can, and hopefully you guys all have a really good week coming up. Spring is coming, the weather's nice, but we'll still do the Saturday night quiz. Have a good one, guys.